Hey, how's it going? So, for me, and I don't know why this is so common, but I'll set something down somewhere and I'll tell myself, I'll remember where I put it. And then you never find it. It's like it gets legs and it just walks off on its own. Well, unfortunately that happened to me with an external hard drive. And this hard drive had a whole bunch of adventures on it. But I'm very excited because I found my hard drive. So this is fantastic. Well, these adventures are pretty awesome adventures and I want to share them with you guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip one of these adventures in here and there along with my most recent or my most up-to-date content. So enjoy one of the lost hard drive adventures. Hello and welcome to DB Overland and welcome to this weekend's adventure. I'm with my buddy Marshall. We just got done with 2022 Expo down in Colorado and that was an amazing event, but it was a little crowded. It got a little crowded for us and so we're on our way home and we have decided to get off the beaten path. And we found a route that's going to lead us up and over the tail end of the Bighorn Mountain Range. And we've got over 100 miles of nothing but beautiful gravel road. So sit back and relax and come join us for our adventure. I have decided to sit back and relax for a little bit and play around with the camera. Marshall is finally being able to put his hands on the wheel. So I drove down to the expo and then I drove back to Casper and just a lot of interstate. So that's why we decided to take this route back home. So this route is pretty cool because it's a scenic byway. And it does a really nice loop before you climb up onto the Bighorns. And I did part of this last year when I came back from my Colorado trip. And we ended up going from Jeffrey City through Lost Cabin. And then we hooked up and we went up and over the tail end of the Bighorns. And then we dropped down into Tinsley. And so this time we're not going to drop down into Tinsley. We're going to push all the way over to, I believe, Highway 16. And then we're going to drop down into Buffalo and then up to Sheridan to drop Marshall off. And so it's just us two. No other vehicle. And so we're doing a bit of a solo, but I did a lot of work to the truck and the truck's running great and I'm not worried whatsoever about our equipment and the truck itself. So I think it's just going to be a nice, good, long drive. So we are both looking forward to this because we've just been staring at nothing but pavement and a lot of traffic. And
way too long.
Yeah, way too long. And so now we've seen, what, 4 vehicles?
Yeah.
But for the first, like, what, 20 miles, we didn't see any vehicles. And we're like, yes. So we're excited about this. So we're not going to do the whole drive today. We're going to break it up into a 2-day stretch. So, but this is amazing. This is the view that I would much rather stare at than the pavement. So we're gonna sit back and relax and then take it in with you guys as well. So we were driving along, and on Gaia, I was reading on Gaia that it said, rough rock wall. And so as we were driving, we kind of started noticing a little bit. We're like, oh, wait a second. We think it's right here next to us. So we pulled over real quick. Oh my Lord. Wow. Like, that is awesome. Beyond wow. Okay, are you ready for this? How amazing is that? That is amazing. Like, wow. So I can't remember the name of it, but it also had a name for that, the hill right there. And sometimes, you know, you get in a hurry and you just got to get from point A to point B. But you know what? You just got to stop and you just got to check things out, because if you don't, like, we would have missed this. And like, this is why I overland. This is why I take my family out and adventure. I mean, it is just absolutely amazing. Wow. But even the view with the truck, like, that's just amazing. And the best part about it is nobody's around. So I don't know if you can see this, but way over there you can see the road start climbing up onto the Bighorn. This is the tail end of the Bighorn mountain range. You can see the road way over there, and that's where we're going, to the top.
The drive so far has been absolutely amazing, but it is now time for us to start making the climb up onto the Bighorn Mountains.
Well, we are at the intersection of 33 Mile Armento Stock Trail. So the cool thing about the Bighorns is there's so much historical information up here, and there's this really cool plaque that I wanted to come and show you guys. And there used to be a lot of mining and a lot of sheep herding on these Bighorns, because I mean just where we stopped, I mean you could see, look at all the grazing lands that's around us. So the Bighorns was really known for a lot of the sheep herding. And so 33 Mile Armento Stock Trail. Stock driveways were, oh geez, I almost can't even read that because it's so faded out.
Stock driveways were established under
there
a
you go.
provision of the 1916 Stock Raising Homestead Act. Local ranch operators pay for trailing privileges along the 33 Mile Armento Stock driveway. Trailing occurs annually between May and November, with peak use occurring in the June as herds travel to summer pastures in the South Bighorns, and in September as they return to the home winter ranges. Your courtesy and cooperation towards the users of the stock trail is appreciated.
So there you go. Well, you can read faded lettering a whole lot better than I can. So that's cool. And it's actually like a picture of an old wagon. And yeah, they built this monument for it, which is really, really cool. So
I might have to get out of the road.
We just came in through that valley, and now our destination is that way. We got to go up and over that peak right there, and then we're going to be dropping down into camp, and camp's going to be by a creek road. So we're going to keep on moseying, keep on tackling it. I think that might work. Let me just check the side here. Well, and you know what we could do is we could put the jack on the trailer, because the trailer naturally sits like this.
Right.
And we could put the jack in there and jack it up, so then that'll kind of level the whole back of the truck up. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. So I did some work on the truck before the expo, and if you haven't already noticed the work that I did, and I got it done literally like last Tuesday, I got it on, and then I headed out Thursday for the expo. But
I got rock sliders on the truck now. Frickin' love these things. Gives me some nice protection, and it also gives me a step for my new roof rack. So I've had these ammunition boxes for quite a while, and I had one actually on the back here for a long time, and right now it's got this 14-gallon fuel tank for doing this event or doing this route. But I freaking love that thing. It's so fresh I didn't even get a chance to wire in the lights. So yeah, there you go. The new roof rack and sliders. And I was able to talk to some people at the expo, and I think I'm gonna go a completely different route with the back of the truck instead of the bed rack. But that's way down the road for a little while. That probably won't happen till next year. But truck's coming together. I'm excited. All right, so we're gonna get camp set up and try to get some food in us. Getting hungry, get a fire going, get some chairs down and just relax.
It's easy as these are, I'll probably just do all of them.
Okay. Oh, I enjoyed today's drive.
Yeah, I did too.
That's nice.
Yeah, I finally get to drive.
This is nice. I needed this. I've been
They've been in Norway now. They're either just getting back or finishing up their Norway trip.
go away, flies. My breakfast.
Shoot fly, don't bother me.
Yeah. to a really good intersection, and I pulled up Gaia, and it's pretty cool because it looks like it's a really good climb up and over through a draw. And I just looked on the map here, and it looks like that road will take us all the way to Casey, Wyoming. And unfortunately, that is farther south than we want to go. So we're going to continue on up through Uncle Billy's Flats, and then we will be coming up to that Dull Knife Reservoir.
Yep.
So that'll be awesome, because I know we were going to stop there and check that out at Dull Knife Dam. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, because it looks like there's some nice viewing points and stuff for the dam.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Okay. Well, sweet. We'll continue on.
Detroit in it, 2-stroke. Oh, I would say
Well, we made it to Dull Knife Reservoir. Really pretty little spot here, and there was some public access, so we decided to pull off and rest a little bit. We need some food in us. So I've got my leftover Subway sandwich that I ate, what was that, Sunday morning? I had this for breakfast, the other half. That's the beauty about having a fridge. Marshall's hitting it up on, looks like ham and pepperoni and cheese sandwiches. And then we found this stuff that's a mixture of ketchup and mayo all in one. The, what is it, the mayo cup or something like that. Mayo chup. So anyways, we're gonna eat our lunch, and we're just gonna stretch our legs for a minute before we push on and just take in the view here, because it is just absolutely spectacular. Well, we're all aired up. We're ready to head into town. Thank you everyone for joining us on our 2-day adventure across the southern part of the Bighorn Mountains. The expo this year was amazing. I am going to be going to every expo, or no, let me rephrase that, sorry. I will be going to the Expo Mountain West every year unless something major happens, but I will be there.
Hey, I'm gonna try for it.
Right? So Marshall's hoping to bring his truck next year, and I don't know what I'm gonna bring because I've got the Tacoma and then I've got the black truck, so we'll see. But thanks everyone for coming along on our adventure.
Thank you.
And we'll see you
on the next trail.
See you on the next trail.